All right. Okay, so let's start. So I've prepared a little presentation, and I know Suzanne, you're driving, so maybe best you don't look at it when driving. Um,
Official warning.
yeah, show my screen. Okay, and then I will scroll down. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. All right. So yes, it is here. Okay, so my name's Marie, and I'm. You will get a hold of the products very soon, and I'm really thankful to, start working with you and having you share the products with more shoppers and the stores. Um, so why are we here? Probably Brenda and Cynthia, you gave some context how we met at Natural Expo West. So
Yes, I would. I'm sorry, did you want me to give context?
yeah, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, just to let, I think Suzanne and Lawrence may not know this, Cynthia knows it, but as I was leaving Expo on the very last day, I thought, well, I didn't see any new brands that really jumped out at me, and that's too bad, but okay. And I walked through the arena to leave where a lot of the new brands are that haven't been to Expo before, the launch pad. I never go out that way, but I did. And something about Marie and her tiny little table there caught my eye, and I think it was the word foot mask, because you know that when your feet have been at Expo for 3 days, you foot mask sounds appealing. And so I went over and talked to her, and was prepared to not like the product, because everything I know about masks, is unappealing from a natural products point. The ingredients they're made of, the fact that the ingredients that sit on that disposable mask are absorbing plastics. And she just told me the story of Clapoti and how she had developed it, and how she put all my worries at ease. There were no objections left after she talked. And then she gave me one to take home and try that night, which I did in the bathtub in my hotel room. And boy, it was amazing. I mean this when I say it, I sell great skincare, but I have never felt my face feel that impacted by a product, long into the next day. So there it was.
Thank you for this. Lawrence and Susan, have you tried any face mask or foot mask before?
Yes, I haven't tried a foot mask myself, but I've used several, actually on the bottom of my feet, the detox mask. Personally, I love those, but I know this is completely different.
Okay, okay.
Yes, I've tried many, quite a few brands and products.
Oh, great. Okay. So I hope you can both try the foot and the face. The brand name, if anyone asks you, and that's Clapoti. Okay, the shortcut, it means spa in French. It's not totally the right traduction, but the translation, Clapoti, I was at the sauna, so you can be in your bath. And what is the sound of relaxation? So the sound of the water lapping against the walls of the bathtub. It's Clapoti in French. It's water lapping. So that's how I named the company. I took off the S because you don't pronounce it in French. So that's why it's Clapoti. I've had questions. Oh, do you have clay? Do you carry any clay in your products? No, we don't carry clay, but that's probably what people would be asking as well. Yeah, so this is, you will see, and if you've tried masks, and we've had that with a call with Cynthia and Steven last week. Yeah, most masks no, they're not the same. They could be the same because a lot of masks made in Korea are made in 3 main laboratories. So that's why they offer the same shape and kind of the same formula. I'm working with a laboratory in Korea where I co-developed the formula, where meaning, okay, this is what I want. We've worked with like a fashion designer to cut the mask in a way that would offer a better fit, and I will explain that later. So yep, if you've tried masks, a lot of them, they disappoint, they're leaking. The experience is not that great. However, when you're buying a mask, you want them to, fulfill some purpose, which is, hydration. You want to take a rest because you've had a long day or you've been under the sun too much. You're traveling and your skin is very dehydrated, and you're not at the spa. However, you'd like to have the spa experience at home because you're just by yourself or with your friends and you don't want to think about it. So a lot of masks, they don't feel these conditions or don't answer those issues. And after a while, when you've been spending money or trying a lot of masks, you don't want to buy them anymore. So you're disappointed and then you give up. Our masks, the foot mask, we have 4 SKUs, 4 different units. The first one, the foot exfoliant we started with, we received the Best Mask Award for travel from Elle Magazine in 2023. And we are selling in department stores in Europe. So the products they've been approved to sell there, which they also have very strict standards in terms of ingredients. And we sold on Amazon the foot mask, and we're starting to sell again. I've started the business based on foot mask because it was end of COVID. I was looking at okay, so what's going on? A lot of you had a lot of brands selling on Amazon foot masks, and to me, it's the easiest way to take care of yourself from home because you didn't have any pedicures available. And foot mask, it's easy to moisturize. You get the results right away. For face, it's a little bit more complicated. And I've seen a lot of brands doing masks, and I was looking at just improve the scent because I didn't like the scent experience. It was very plasticky. And when I've looked at it more deeply, I realized a lot of formulas, they are either made of 99% of water or very synthetic ingredients, a lot of alcohol, very acidic, that actually damage your skin more than anything. I'm not coming from skincare myself. However, I had consultant looking into it and explaining me, and this is why you didn't have ChatGPT, how the formulas were made, and this is not something I wanted to put on the market. I don't have any particular skin issues or history. I have a kid. I have a normal skin. However, I don't believe putting bad products on market are good for people and for the planet. And what we are seeing today, so yes, there's beauty. Beauty is important, but taking care of yourself, recovery, and having a good recovery is also very important. So having good formulas that are natural, I believe in that. Providing a really good experience where the products are not leaking at the bottom of your backpack or your bag. That's not very pleasant. And something people don't have to think. Every week you can just do it. It's like, what am I craving tonight? Maybe like a glass of wine, maybe some chocolate. Oh, I'm craving a mask for my skin. So this is where we want to go. Then our products are also easy to use. It's just 10 minutes or an hour or overnight, so nothing very complicated. And why the mask? So we're only doing masks. So foot mask, face mask, and eye mask. Mask, the material, it creates better absorption for your skin. You can take it anywhere and you feel really comfortable. So, cream, sometimes, your skin is a little bit sensitive or you're tired and it's cold. I really like the mask format for that reason. Yes. I was saying the scent is also very natural. A lot of products, they don't smell really good. It's very gentle. And we have bamboo sheets for the face mask and the eye mask. And on the UK app, because a lot of shoppers, they start using the app to scan and see what are the ingredients. And you have a rating of product. They all score excellent on UK. Okay, so these are the products. So we have 2 foot masks. It's a different formula, it's a different use. We have the face mask, the eye mask, and we have the gift set. So I will show you the first product. So if you have very dry feet, you use that. Yes, so it's a sock, it's a pair. I have questions sometimes. Oh, is it coming for 2 feet or just 1 feet? You don't need scissors, and it's not leaking when you open them. And those are real, and I have those questions as well. Oh, how Korean are you? So 3 things. First, yes, we are really made in Korea. Second, those socks are the socks that the kings from Korea used to wear, so it's a real thing, except when they used to wear them, it was made of silk, and you had some writings for good fortune on top of them. And inside we have also real ingredients from Korea. We have green tea as a first ingredient. We have some perilla leaves that are used in the cooking, or in the rolls that you use, that have very good antioxidant properties. And we have for enzymes to really soften the top layer of your skin, some papaya and pineapple. And inside you see the product, it's not leaking. So you put your feet in it, there's already cream. Yeah, people are asking, is there some, what's in it? Do we need to apply cream? And no, it's coming in the sock, as you can see. And I do sports, I do barefoot sports, so having non-greasy formula was also important, so that you can wear it at night but also start your day with a foot mask. Yes, I will dive more into the details of the mask later on. So yes, so this is the first product. So you do it first, and then 2 days later you can continue with the moisturizing foot mask, which is also the same principle, except if you have less dry feet, it's more for maintenance. So same, you have a sock, and inside you have cream that's hydrating your feet. And then we have the third product, which is the face mask. And if the sheet is made of bamboo, so people react really well to bamboo sheet texture. It's coming also with there's already some cream in it, and it's very creamy. It's not watery based, so it's thicker, and you can see you have really good holes for mouth and eyes, so that when you're doing it, you can talk to yourself or your friends or drink something. And then we have the eye masks that we've also had. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, there's some hibiscus as a first ingredient in the face mask. It's not water or anything. And then we have the eye mask. You have a pair, also custom fit to put under the eyes. Yes. Okay, so those are the 4 main SKUs, and we have the 5th SKU. It's a box, and inside you have 1 face, 1 feet, and 1 eye mask. Okay, do you have any questions so far?
No, but I was just going to make a quick comment about the face mask, because we had a meeting with Stephen at PCC, and he talked about how he just loved the face mask because it fits so well. He's, he has a hard time with masks fitting his facial structures, and I always have problems because my face is so small. And so the fact that this mask can fit just a wide variety very comfortably, and you can talk to yourself, I think is a great point.
Oh, thank you. Lauren, Suzanne, do you have any questions so far?
I think I don't have any questions yet.
Yeah, no questions just yet.
Okay, great. Yes, so this is we'll go into a little bit more details about the products, but before that, okay, the demographics, it's mainly women, 80%, 90% women, 30 to 55, so with a higher disposable income, that are wellness focused, frequent travelers, and they like to invest in good quality, natural quality ingredients, products that look good, also because it's also nice to offer as a gift. In terms of pricing, so we have people would ask, okay, so how, why your products are at this price? Most face masks are made of water, so you're paying for water anyway, and even a mask at $10 looks expensive if it's just water. The foot masks are $15 each, only one pair. The face masks are at 20 and the eye masks are at 10, and the idea is for shoppers to buy the full ritual, which in the box today comes at 45. We ship from California directly. We use a warehouse there. We're finalizing the building of the PDQ for displaying them in stores, so single displays. We also have, and Suzanne, you will get one of them. We have the large displays for 3 products. We've created them in a way that you can really grab the products. There's no friction between your hand as a shopper and the product. We offer 50% margins for stores, and demos are available. My person would love to come and do demos in good stores. So what we're trying to sell is really the high repeat purchase. Every week you're coming to buy the broccolis or you're shopping, and then at the same time you really want to make yourself happy or make somebody else happy and take care of yourself. So you buy. It's good for travel, for gym recovery, easy formats, and it sells all year long. When it's dry, when it's cold, for Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, yourself day, anytime. Yes, I was saying we are selling in Europe, and it's me. So my name is Marie. I'm French, as you can hear. I'm also American and born in Korea. I have no experience in skincare. However, I can source really good partners, and it's looking at what makes good self-care products. What are the clean ingredients? I'm really excited to bring people who are products that are improving at the end of the day your life, your comfort. And also offering so those natural ingredients, and reconnecting with my heritage. Spa heritage, it's very common in many cultures because taking a bath, having a good time with your friends, it exists in so many countries, has different names, and I think that's something people can also relate to. I think being curious, wanting to grow, wanting to try new products from inspired by different cultures is something shoppers can also relate to. Yes. And then so the key takeaways: we have spa grade quality ingredients. They're non-toxic, they're clean. We have bamboo sheet masks that are biodegradable, and also packaging that's biodegradable. I'll dive a little bit more into the products. Of course, you'll get this presentation. So for the first one, the first foot masks, the mask itself has a double layer. So it's PP outside, and inside it's a fabric layer. So we have a sticker. A lot of foot masks, they don't have sticker. They slip, and ours, it's really made to hug the ankle. We have green tea that's coming from Korea, and also some complex ingredient to really offer this long-lasting hydration. Also, the scent is a little bit herbaceous, you will see, because in Korea there are some what they call healing forests, where you walk, and there's some paths that are made to walk barefoot, and at the end of this path you have those little sinks where you can wash your feet. So the idea is you walk there and then you breathe the scent of the cypress forest and you relax, and then you wash your feet. So it's really Korean. So people ask, often. Okay, how often? How long shall I keep that mask, and how often? We do recommend to do it at least 10 minutes. You can keep them an hour. You do not need to rinse. You can do it during the day. In the evening, you can sleep with those masks, or you can do it in the morning. Of course, you don't go hiking with those socks, but you can put your regular socks on top of those socks, and then walk and do your Zoom meeting. So that's very convenient. This one is really for people who have very dry feet. Of course, we don't say it's for people who have cuts or diabetes, or if you're pregnant. However, it's very natural, so we don't market it like this, but that's safe because we have good ingredients and natural ingredients in them. So same, you can wear them for 10 minutes, an hour overnight. You don't need to rinse, and you can do it twice a week, once a week to maintain soft feet. We have green tea as a first ingredient, and also papaya and pineapple to soften the foot skin. You'll see the colors. We've tried to match the colors of the ingredients and the effect on the packaging with the ingredients. So that's why it's a little bit more terracotta for these ones, blue for the other one. That's more reassuring, more appealing to hydration, referencing hydration. So this one, yes, we have the question, does it peel? Will it peel the skin? No, it won't peel because we don't have strong acids or alcohol like the other exfoliant foot peels on the market that leave some skin on the floor. It's natural exfoliation, so it will soften and smoothen your foot skin over time. And then we have the face mask. Main ingredient is hibiscus, and hibiscus is the natural flower of Korea. And I've chosen that flower because I was researching for firming ingredient, and that's the real firming ingredient. And we've added some a complex of peptides for radiance and glow. Traditionally in Korea, yes, women and men used to apply compresses on their face to hydrate and to get that really nice glow. So it's also a real thing, and it's made of bamboo sheet. So it really, when you apply it, you feel the difference. It's really comforting. And then you have a lot of product in the pouch. You'll see, so you can use the remaining of the product on your neck, on your hands, and on your body. You can do it twice a week. Keep it for 10 to 20 minutes. Yes. And then the last product, it's the eye mask reset. If you have, you wake up, you didn't sleep very well, or you just feel tired, you're traveling, you put it on, and then you just lay down. So they're not made to, walk, because they will sleep. So it's better to lay down and get some rest. You can do it every day. Keep them for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And yes, and we put some ginkgo in it because it's also a great plant from Asia to depuff, to have this depuffing effect. Yes. Yeah, so that's it. Can I take? Yeah. And the stores will ask, okay, it can fit into recovery section at the end of the aisles or at the checkout. So it's very versatile, and we hope that they put them in as many locations as possible.
Definitely.
So can I take any questions on the products, or can I clarify anything?
Well, I had a quick question about the foot mask. Does the foot mask also help with, say, if people have like circulation problems, because you were mentioning it's not good for pregnant women possibly. Yeah. Does it affect the circulation at all?
Yes, so it will help if you give yourself a massage, but no, I cannot say that it will help. And it's I mean, it was forbidden in Europe anyway to say that on packaging. No, but people, what I've heard a lot is, oh, I was not taking care of my feet, and now I'm taking care of my feet. I think about my feet because, you know, they put them on, and then of course people will massage their feet that they were not doing before because you know of the, you know, there's dust on the floor, or you have like pet hair. So yes, it does help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lawrence, do you have any questions on the products or?
No, I do not have any questions.
Marie, did you say that first you use the exfoliating
Yes,
foot mask and then wait 2 days before using the moisturizing mask?
yes. The
Why is that?
because the exfoliant is the strongest for dry feet. If you have very dry feet, you know, you can use it twice a week for as long as you want. But for regular feet, you know, you start with that treatment, the exfoliant, and then you can continue with the blue one that's more basic. And we've seen in reality people who are not a little bit like they're unsure, they will go for the blue one because that's the color is it's perceived that's the safest, and it will moisturize on the spot. The exfoliant has more of a dual action, moisturizing and exfoliation.
But I was curious, is there a particular reason for the 48-hour delay between the two, or is that just the optimal
No,
way
that's
to get the best result?
that's the optimal result. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first, you know, you use the exfoliant, and then you have to, you know, you want to see like, oh, is that do I have any good result? And yes, you see it for 48 hours, and then you can continue with the blue one.
Okay, great.
So yes, so the idea is to have you can do the 3 or the 4 products every week, and as a something you want to go back to, and you don't have to, you can skip your other lotions and creams. You don't need to add like for your face any serum or toner or cream, just your sunscreen after that, I would recommend.
Wow, okay, that's good to know.
Oh, so they're so rich with moisture. It's like a treatment that is like your moisturizer, your toner, your serum, all in one.
Yes. So what do you have any like based on your experience, are there any, what would you think would be the questions from the buyers or the sales team in stores? Any objections or yeah?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask something that came to mind. What are the eco-friendly disposal methods you would recommend? That can we tell people their backyard compostable, or can we not say that?
Yes, for the face and the eyes, I would do it. It's gonna take some time. How long do they in the backyard? How long do they put it usually?
My compost in my compost bin takes about, you know, depending on how hot it is outside, 2 to 3 months to get fully biodegraded.
I have to check the length. I have to come back to you on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, 2 to 3 months. Let's see if we can time it or not. So are there any objections or questions from sales or from buyers in stores you would anticipate?
Maybe with the price point, just something, I mean, obviously it's such an amazing product and it's worth the price, but do you mainly get to talk about how the other products have water, a lot of water in them, and they have chocolate ingredients in the leave-on mask that's put in the container? Is that the main point you bring up?
Yeah.
For the price?
Yeah. So we discussed it with Brenda and Cynthia about offering some discount on some seasons, and also adding like an eye mask as get a complimentary eye mask to try to help. When I think people assume that all products are the same, and if they look at the back, really like, and I was traveling this week in Asia and I was checking all the labels. The first, it's more than 99% of the time it's water. So, and then it's glycerin. So whatever the price, and then after you have a suite of ingredients that are synthetic, or some of them are super irritating when, for example, it's written fragrance, because you never know what they put inside, or coloring, or so the main, and the texture, the scent, the experience, it's very sensorial, and it works. Yeah, probably it works. Might not be the best sales sentence, but it does. People are, I've seen at Expo West, because I've exhibited 2 years ago, and I've had people coming back, and they were very happy because, oh yeah, your masks, they work. Yeah, and there's not many other solutions on the market, to be frank, that moisturize that much.
Sorry, Suzanne.
No, go ahead.
I've maybe had too much caffeine today and jumping in on top of everybody. I believe once people try these masks, they're going to understand. That was my experience. It was revelatory for me to try it. By getting them to try it in a grocery store, when they're there to buy dinner, this is always the challenge in our channel. People are there to shop for food, which is an essential. Getting them to try it will be key. So the PDQs, I think, are really important, and demos are really important, and staff trainings for stores who still are doing that. Anything we can do, sampling to our buyers will be really important. Yeah. So discuss that, the car stock issue. Getting them to try it, that's what it takes. I don't think we may not have a lot of once a week users, but I can see getting a lot of once a month users,
Yeah.
Have you ever done like the hand mask or any décolletage mask?
So I couldn't
or thought of it for future?
If I've ever done any?
Yeah, hand mask. Have you ever made hand masks in the past or considered doing that in the line? Just curious if you were going forward with anything else.
Yes.
In the future.
Yes. So the hand masks are, formula is done and tried. Yeah, if we have enough orders, we can trigger the production.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it similar to the foot mask formula?
No, it's different. It's different. It's a little, it's a little bit thicker, and it smells very similar, but the formula is different.
Okay.
We've had, I had two different, I wanted a very lightweight, but the problem for the hands is that they're more exposed than feet, and especially the corners around the nails. So in the end, I could see it's better to have a thicker one. But it's not greasy, so yeah. And I've tried since then. I've tried many others, and my formula is better. Yes, so that's the next. Yeah, it's ready. We have potentially another eye mask that's made of coconut. So it's also custom made. It's like it goes on the lid and under the eyes, and the adhesion is really strong. So you can walk and drive, and no, maybe not run, but you can. It's very convenient, and it's calming. So that's one is also formula is done. And then we could have potentially another face mask also made of that coconut material, and I was looking into hair mask, but the formula is ground zero. It's like nothing. Yeah. So the focus is mask only. The format, and there's today, if you look at there are a few brands in natural stores, but they usually offer mainly face, and we are focusing on the full ritual. So once we get into stores and it sells well, you will tell me when would be the right time to go into production for one of the products I've mentioned. Yeah, but the eye mask and the hand masks are, they're ready to go.
And I think you told us this on my call with Cynthia Marie, but can you reiterate why the coconut versus the bamboo fiber for the mask on the new products?
Okay, so that's the thing. I need to refine that a little bit better. The bamboo is very lightweight. It's under your eyes, and it's for depuffing, because it has ginkgo as the first and main ingredient and highest concentration. For the eye mask, the other eye mask, it goes around your eyes, above and under. The bamboo only goes under. The one that goes above and under, it's a different material that's more sticking, because this coconut material was used for people who suffer from burns. So you apply, and it immediately cools your skin. So no, it's I decided to go for the bamboo because it was the following of it was more in line with the face mask, the bamboo face mask that we have. And also I couldn't because it was the paradox of choice. Yes, I remember that was also the bamboo, the coconut mask and the coconut face mask. I could choose from a panel of 6 natural colors, and I wasn't sure which color. So I thought, okay, let's go for the bamboo face and eye, and we'll solve the color issue later. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I am not very experienced in using masks because I've always heard bad things about them. But are there many coconut and or bamboo masks currently on the market?
So for bamboo, I haven't tried. I haven't found. So the market, for what I've seen, it's mainly gel. It's like a thick, like rubber, it's like a kitchen glove rubber type of product.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because people like them because it doesn't move, and it's very thick, and it looks good on social media. However, it's full of it's plastic, so, and it does not much.
Exactly.
Yes. And you have the versions that you have to wear them 4 hours and sleep with them, which I don't think you have a good night's sleep. But it changes color, it becomes transparent. But formula is the same, it's water. Yes, so that's the, and you have some that are, you cut them, like they're pre-cut, like a top part and bottom part, which for men who have beard, might be, but it's the same formula. Then in the bamboo section, I don't believe it, because usually it's made of this very it's called Leon. Material. It's a synthetic fiber. That's very rough. Yeah, I feel it's rough. So that's the majority of products. And then for the biocellulose, so they call it biocellulose, but in reality it's coconut. Yes, they are on the market. The fit is not custom made. Yes. Yeah, and the formula is water. Yes, no, they are. And they're priced a little bit more expensive than, more expensive than the, maybe between 11 and 15. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. And then, and you will have, so either you have like brands, like Korean brands, like Mediheal, it's going to be very, very jelly. And they mainly do face masks. They have different colors. The thicker, the better for them, because there's a perception of, if it's thick, it's like more spa grade, like you have, you have other, you have brands like this, or you have like skincare brands, like Dennis Gross or Victoria the Augustinus Bader. They have cream, but they also have face masks to their assortment of skincare, but they're not necessarily specialized in masks. And you have natural masks, but it's mainly water. And you have what are the other brands? What I wanted to say, I forgot.
Are you talking all these other competitors you're mentioning are Korean?
It's Mediheal, maybe it's L'Oreal, maybe now. And the other skincare, no, it's like it's more luxury brand. Oh yes, and we have this competitor. It's 101 Skin. They put, so because I've had this, yes, people ask this question. Oh, is it coming in a tray? But tray, they're always plastic. So yes, maybe it looks good when you're, and it's like you buy salmon in the frozen department. It comes in that they suck up the air, and then it's in this plastic. So yes, when you open it, it looks like perfect, but it's very plasticky. So I don't like that.
Right.
And or it comes in the single trays. I've seen that more. It's more like brands sold in pharmacies, like Cloran, but Cloran is doing shampoo. It's not the core of their, but I've seen that, and they're very used. Does nothing. Also water, and very uncomfortable. Yes. So that's mainly what I've seen in terms of material. You have also masks. They come with an additional layer of a sheet. I could do that as well, but I didn't like the material. And you can have it in full, like also bamboo, but it's way more expensive to do that, so I didn't go for it. Yes.
Would that be for a second use, or to put on?
No, it's to protect. So typical Korean masks, they come with 2 layers. One, it's it's a totally plastic sheet that's terrible on one side, and on the other side it's like you go to hospital and then they have you put on that gown sometimes, so
Uh-huh.
it's the same
Mhm.
material, and except in a which if you're not brought up in Korea, you don't know, but you're supposed to put the sheet that's touching the plastic sheet on your face, because there's
Okay.
supposedly more product and it's better, which I don't see the rational, but that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, and then um, yes, and then for the fit, a lot of so masks, all the sheet masks with gold, it's not gold, it's not, that's totally wrong. Eyes, sometimes the mouth is just like a cut, to have very tight lips. It goes into your hair,
Mhm.
and then you cannot go out after. It just gets your hair very dirty. Or it falls under the chin, which I don't think it's very convenient, because you can stain your clothes, or and yeah, and the eye mask. So we made it into like this shape of leaves, so plants. So it really covers the under eye, but also the side of the eyes, because so sometimes brands, they sell them by boxes, the jars of 30 or 20 pairs, and they look like apostrophe, or like commas, or like a half moon, but then nobody knows in which side you have to apply them, like a left side, right side, so it creates friction first. So that's why eye masks, they're made, it's the same it's the same shape, so they're interchangeable, and so you don't have to think in which side, and it doesn't get into your nose, and it covers the sides, so there's it's a superior fit.
Great.
Yes. And then I would say, so that's you have a lot of brands. Most of them are the same. So we compete on the ritual. It's really the ritual, from foot to face, to eyes, and soon hands, and other eyes and mask later on. Non-toxic ingredients, really good, very comfortable, and spa grade experience at home. And your skin, yes, your skin does get hydrated, which is also the purpose. It stays, and it smells good, and that's my European, French influence. The scent is also so important to create that experience at home. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So Lawrence and Suzanne, yeah.
Yeah. We're so excited to be representing your brand. I can't wait to try the product and share them with everyone. It sounds so wonderful.
Yes, so the package is on its way. You should receive them. If there's any any objections or any clarification, please don't hesitate. Yeah.
Thank you for
so much.
sharing that information.
Thanks, Marie.
Thank you so much, Marie.
You're welcome. Brenda, Cynthia, do you want to add anything?
No, just really excited about the brand. And I was before we got on the call, I was sending Stephen at PCC a follow-up, just to make sure continue keeping that ball rolling. And yeah, just excited to get the car stock so I can start sharing it with our accounts.
Has that shipped yet, Marie?
I believe it should be shipped. I didn't get the. Yeah, it should be shipped this week.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question about that. So everything's being shipped from California, correct?
Yes.
And I think we've asked this question, and I apologize for not remembering.
Okay.
The turnaround time for if someone places an order, say on a Monday, how long approximately will it take for that account here in the Pacific Northwest to receive?
So we can ship in 48 hours for the product. The only issue this time was the display that were not at the warehouse.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
and then if it's if it's standard shipping, it's 7 to 10 days, USPS.
7 to 10 days. Okay, that, just so you know, is a little long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we can do FedEx or UPS.
Okay. Just, yeah, figure out what works for you margin wise. I mean, some people expect 7 to 10 days for products coming from the East Coast, but they expect it in the same week if it's coming from the West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So expectations, it's how many days from the West Coast?
I would say 5 to 7. I mean, if it's from the West Coast, depending on the day of the week, right? I mean, if somebody
Yeah.
orders on a Thursday or Friday, you run into the challenge of the weekend. So I'm more aware of that. But I think, if you're counting just weekdays and shipping days, I would say 5 to 7 days.
Yeah. No, this we can clarify this.
And it's not a deal breaker, but that's kind of the standard
Yeah.
rule of thumb.
Okay. I will check.
Have
Thank
fun
you.
masking, everybody.
All right. Well, you let me know, and I will share the video if it recorded well, and then I will get back to you, Brenda, on the backyard and on the California shipping.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye bye.